You could keep paying rent for $2,000 or more, paying someone else's mortgage, no equity, no stability, and no backyard to call your own. Or for under $1,800 a month, you could own this brand new 3-bed, 2-bath home right here in Marion Ranch, Ocala, complete with stainless steel appliances, quartz countertops, energy efficient systems, and a modern open concept design that feels bright, spacious, and move-in ready. This Lennar community was designed for connection and lifestyle, with a resort-style pool, clubhouse, fitness center, splash park, playground, and even a dog park, all surrounded by the peaceful greenery Ocala is known for. And here's the best part. With today's builder incentives, you can move in with minimal down payment, low fixed rate, and a monthly payment hundreds less than rent. So if you've been waiting for a sign to stop renting and start building equity, this is it. Welcome to Marion Ranch, where owning your Florida dream home costs less than renting. But if you're not ready for a phone call yet and you just want property sent directly to you via email, I got a QR code on the screen with the VIP list. You just pop in your criteria there and I'll start sending properties to you as soon as possible. If this is our first time meeting, my name is Joe Denny. I'm a Florida realtor and mortgage broker as well, so I can help you with the financing and the real estate. And on this channel, we're all over Florida checking out these awesome new construction deals. This video is gonna be a little bit longer than the other videos you're used to watching with these YouTube realtors out here in Florida. I wanna go over the property tour, layout, finishes, and upgrades. I wanna talk about the numbers, the full cost breakdown, payment scenarios, local employers, the home buying process, and much more. So stay tuned to the end. My hours of operation are until 10 p.m. Eastern. So if you want to hop on the phone and it's a little bit later, just give me a text or send me a call or the QR code on the screen. Just sign up for that VIP list. All right, $235,000. I found it. I found a brand new 3-2, not a townhome, single family property for $235,000. Now, this is a community that has an HOA and it has a CDD. Has a bunch of amenities, but if you're looking for no HOA and no CDD, I also have options for you as well outside of this community. Pretty flexible there. This is gonna be your entrance, and right off the bat, you can see you got the smart doorbell and the smart door lock. You got this cool little patio out front, so you can put like your outdoor furniture there, or put like some Halloween decorations there. And then you got this boarded up panel that you would think probably opens up to a window. And I've actually had clients tell me before that they thought that this was like a hurricane type of shutter or something, but it's just a design. It's a design because there's no window there, because right behind there, you're gonna have the pantry. And you have some electrical out here as well. This is your view. If you're hanging out here, enjoying your coffee. I'm not sure if they're gonna build houses right across the street. Well, they might. I do see, or maybe they won't. Because why would they do 3 houses there, nothing there, 1 randomly there? So not sure if they're building houses there. Let's take a look around. The amenity center will be completed by December in this community, and there's multiple builders in here. I'm at the Lennar section, but I also saw Pulte as well. You got a whole lot of stuff going on over there as well. When I get the drone in the air, you guys will get a view of that as well. What are your guys' thoughts on the colors? Kind of creamy, kind of green. I don't like it, but to each their own. This is an incredible deal. This next chapter is all about saving money. So if you have to sacrifice the color of the outside to save money, let's do it. So we can have more vacations, spend more money on making more memories with the family and buying nice things. We are inside your property. Right, we got a smaller house here. This is gonna be the living room, and you could possibly put the dining area right over here. Our dimensions for your living room is gonna be 12 by 10. 10. So 12.21 by 10.92. You're gonna have the primary bedroom over there, the master, and the other 2 rooms on that side of the property over there. We got kind of like a vaulted ceiling situation going on up there, which makes it feel a little bit more spacious and less boxy in my opinion. Super clean kitchen, very simple, very nice, upgraded finishes. You're gonna have the island that kind of overflows over here. So if you wanna put some seating over there, then you can do that as well. This is gonna be your pantry right over here. And in this section right over here, this is where the refrigerator is gonna go. Right now there's no refrigerator here. Sometimes the builders don't offer the refrigerator. Sometimes they do when it's a move-in ready package. You do have Frigidaire appliances with the dishwasher, range, and the microwave as well. Wait, if you didn't already know, I think I mentioned it earlier, I'm also in the mortgage industry. So if you need a scenario ran for financing, let me know. Oftentimes, a lot of these other lenders are super busy, and if you're not transaction ready, they don't put all of the energy into your file. I've seen it. I'm gonna treat you like family. I'm gonna make sure we check off all the boxes, and there's gonna be a hard credit check done, but if you want a soft credit check done as well, just let me know. We do have options to do the soft credit checks. Being on the mortgage broker side versus a traditional lender, I get to shop multiple lenders. So one credit pool, I'm shopping close to 60 lenders or more. And if there's not a qualification at the moment, there's different action plans that can be done to get you to qualify if you do or achieve what's on the actual action plans. I think that the smaller kitchens sometimes equal a smaller mess. You got the pantry right over here, the entrance to the property there. That's where your refrigerator is gonna go. 2 bedrooms tucked away over here with a full bathroom right over here. And then we have your laundry room next to your 2-car garage. Your dimensions in here are 19.20 by 19.52. And they got the water heater tucked away safely over there. Sometimes they just leave it exposed and you might back up in your car and hit it. Not over here, that's covered. I do like that they included the garage door opener. There are builders in higher price points than this, than $235, that will not include the garage door opener, which is just crazy. You also get an irrigation system. So right over here, Hunter for the sprinklers. Also, I have seen homes at a higher price point that will not include the irrigation system. Goes your bathroom, super clean. All right, let's go into the first room. Let me get you guys your dimensions so you can see how big these rooms are. We're working with 9.81 by 9.75. Your next room, you got 9.75 by 9.76. So pretty similar sizes. It's just hard to get these rooms to be the exact same size. You know, these homes are man-made, so like it's not all gonna connect the way it should. All right, so this is gonna be your living room right over here. It feels kind of dark and gloomy on this side of the property. Just gotta get some light fixtures figured out to make it a little bit more lighty over here versus over here. You can see all the lights. See? Dark and gloomy over there. Then over here, we have your air handler right over here. And we got your primary. So I could already see it's a longer room. We got 15.56 by 10.71. Now, you have the option of putting the TV possibly on that wall there. So would you put the TV on wall A, wall B, wall C or wall D. Where would you put your TV? So the entrance is here. Yeah, mine will probably go on this here, on wall A. You have, it's a small house, can't complain. But they did some nice finishes here with the shower, whereas the tub over there was super basic. You only have one sink here, so you have to share. But in this next chapter, we're saving money, we're cutting back, we're not renting anymore. So this is really good. This is honestly a very impressive closet. I did not expect this primary closet to be that big for what I was walking into in this, this value home, I would call it. Super great value for this property. All right, let's check out your outside. So when you're looking in these HOA communities, you might not get like that half an acre scenario. I mean, if the price point's high enough, you would. So let me come here to where I think the property line ends. Well, we're too close to this house. So this will kind of be your backyard back here. You got a tree right here, some bushes over there surrounding the AC. Fun fact, some of these trees are protected, and there's like an agreement between the builders and the city where if they take down a tree, they have to plant a tree or something like that. So you just can't remove some of these trees sometimes without getting permission. I learned that recently. This is the side of your house. And this is your other side right over here. Let's dive right into some details about this property. So we're located in Marion Ranch, 34476 section of Ocala. We're checking out Lennar's Abbey model. It's my first time in this Abbey model. Pretty nice floor plan for like a starter home and investment property. Nothing too crazy. We're working with 3 beds, 2 bath with a 2-car garage, 1263 square feet. So a little on the smaller size, square footage. The primary bedroom is a nice size though. Some of the amenities in this community, which I'm super excited about, the amenity center should be done in December. You're gonna have the pool, the clubhouse, the fitness center, playground, splash park, and dog park as well. Ton of amenities. You think about this home when you're buying it from a different state and you wanna live that Florida lifestyle. Some people are like, with very young kids, yeah, I want to be in an area with like no HOA, no CDD, and like no amenities, and then the kids are like bored. Whereas you bring them here and they can have a lot of friends in the community, have access to the clubhouse, you got the fitness room for you, and you can work out there and gain some muscles. You got the playground, a splash park, and the dog park as well. So this community is packed with amenities. But if amenities are not your thing and you need no HOA and no CDD, I'm also your guy because I got opportunities as well, not too far from here. So these numbers, you always want to double check them with the builder just to confirm, because I'm grabbing these from the website. So sometimes if it's incorrect, then this could be incorrect. So according to the website, HOA is $75 a month, but then you have the CDD, which is $13.60 a year. CDD ranges based on the house and the lot size and everything. But what the CDD is it's a community development district. It was a big loan that was taken out to build the infrastructure, the amenities, and to kind of like create what you see here. The CDD communities are able to lower the price point on their properties to make them more affordable because they have the CDD. So you're gonna have a bunch of amenities and everything, slightly higher tax bill because they'll build a CDD in the taxes. But if you want more information on that, reach out to me directly. Let's talk about where we're at, because a lot of people contact me or that I work with and they're like, oh, I don't know where Ocala's at. It's in the middle of nowhere. There's horses and cows everywhere. Not that much anymore. Now there's a lot more houses over here, a lot more commercial, a lot more entertainment, a lot more dining. We got a Publix less than 5 minutes away. Hospital 15 minutes away. Downtown Ocala is about 18 minutes away. The World Equestrian Center, we got 25 minutes. Gainesville, less than an hour. Orlando, a little over an hour. Tampa, closer to 2 hours. So you're like, not exactly in between, but you're like, you have 3 different points. That you have the Gainesville, you have the Tampa, you have Orlando. So if you got to fly out of a major airport or head to one of those bigger cities, you're like less than 2 hours away from those areas. When you think about like the theme parks like Disney, Universal and all that, Epic Universe, probably an hour and a half away as well. Let's talk about some jobs. So you need a job if you want to get a mortgage, or you need some sort of income, because you can get a mortgage without having a job as long as you have income coming in. But some of the employers in Marion County, Advent Health Ocala, you got Lockheed Martin, Chewy Distribution, Amazon Fulfillment, Publix, Riley Art Center, and World Equestrian Center Hospitality Group. Property details. On the website, 238,090, but the builder rep told me 235. And it just underwent a $9,000 price cut plus another $3,000 price cut, which puts it at 235. Right now, they're giving up to $15,000 in closing costs as an incentive, and reduced rates as well, which is how they're able to get these payments all in under $1,800 a month. So you're gonna be around the 1700s depending on how much you put down. So a minimum down, you're around 17 something. There's rent in the area that's like higher than that for an old used home. Whereas you can have this brand new one, 1263 square feet with a 2-car garage, packed with amenities in the community for under $1,800 a month. So smaller lot size, like I told you earlier, you're working with 0.14 as far as the acreage goes. Property taxes, I am not a tax collector, so your best bet is to reach out to the Marion County tax collector to get the best estimate for you. A lot of the times, what happens with the taxes is it's just on the land right now until you purchase the property. The value gets reassessed, and when it gets recorded as a public sale or whatever, then the taxes will adjust. And when I say adjust, they can go up, they can go down, but they're most likely going to go up because most of the time real estate appreciates. So what's going to happen is the taxes will go up and they'll get corrected or recalibrate. I just picked a random 1.45% number because I was playing around with the property appraisers websites to kind of give me like an estimate for taxes. So you would add the taxes, plus you would kind of get the CDD added in there as well. Estimated HOI, I put it at $2,400, but I have seen homeowners insurance quotes under $1,000 for the year. Now there's closing costs when you're buying a home. I usually estimate around 4% of the purchase price, which puts the closing costs on this property like around $10K. With the builder giving you up to $15K to help you with that. So they'll pay your closing costs and help you also with some prepaids and prorations, and as well as give you some money towards the rate buy down. When you hear prepaids and prorations, that basically means that some of the things are being prepaid for the year, and prorations are things that are being prorated. For example, the interest on the property is being prorated to the day that you close. The homeowner's insurance and taxes are being prepaid. So there's different items on your closing statement that are gonna fall into the prepaids and or prorations category. These are some loan scenario with the rates that are a little bit more reduced with the builder's preferred lender. So on a VA loan, you could be a little bit under $1,800 a month. On an FHA loan, same thing, a little bit under $1,800. Conventional 5% down, a little bit over. When you come to conventional 10% down, closer to the high 16s. 20% down with no mortgage insurance, you'll be in the 1400s a month. Here's what also happens at the 20% scenario. You can do something called waiving escrows if you wanted to. When you waive escrow, your property taxes and your insurance, you can choose to pay them on your own once a year instead of having them collected every month with your mortgage. This is a way to cash flow better if you're buying a property like this as an investment property, where you'll waive the escrows you'll have the tenant paying the rent, you're cash flowing every month, and towards the end of the year or whenever your taxes and insurance are due, out of that same bank account that's been accumulating the rental payments, boom, you just pay your taxes and insurance. And reach out to an accountant so they can give you the what's a write-off and what's not. But if you set it up that way as an LLC and you have a separate bank account, then you're probably gonna be in better shape paperwork-wise. These are gonna be some sample credit plans here and a home buying tip as well. Depending on when you close in the month, they prorate the interest that's being collected. So let's say you're closing in mid-November. If you close later in November, your closing costs are gonna be lower. If you close earlier in November, your closing costs are gonna be higher because there's a bigger collection of prepaid interest earlier in the month than later in the month. But what happens is no matter when you close in November, they're gonna skip December for the mortgage payment and the first payment is January. So those January buyers can actually start buying right now before the new year starts. Or you can choose to wait until the builders go back to like restarting their incentives and then everyone's on their new year, new me, I wanna buy a house thing, and they all gonna get started around the first week of January. You can actually beat that rush if you buy the home sooner. A December closing, if we were to push it a little bit further out and have a December closing to skip January's mortgage payment, the first mortgage payment is gonna be in February. So it's not too early now to start buying a house to possibly have payments already next year. And the good news is you'll get the keys at closing. So you'll have access to your property before that mortgage payment's even due, weeks before it's even due. So that's pretty much it for this video. If you found any value, consider subscribing to the channel and I'll see you guys on the next one.